too much. Done taping?
Really? Where have I seen that before?
Much green background.
Look out to your right side. Your fire's almost over it now. So the road runs out, huh? This could be all night. Somebody get Hammer from George. Take a picture with George from here. Yeah.
I don't know how to work it. You all look like astronauts.
gun sight? Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Straight ahead?
Yeah.
Off to the right?
Joe! Hey, Kevin, get back in here.
I'm out. You're on your own, buddy.
If I get shot, I can't fly by myself.
Last year we were.
Hey, look at
Yeah. So today we're.
Got it yet or what?
Glad to see you. spit myself. I don't know if it's working or not, but how about everybody staying away from it? Yeah. Keep it
from Fort Sheridan, the 4th U.S. Army Band. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the commemoration ceremony portion of Festival 87, sponsored by Lake County Viet. My name is Rich Mosier. I want to welcome you all here. I think you're going to be in for a very exciting, heartfelt, and even sometimes emotional performance this evening. I'd also like to thank our gracious host, the Gurnee American Legion, for letting us use their grounds this weekend to have this entire celebration, ceremony, and festival. Behind me, on my right, is the United States flag flying. You may notice that the flag is a little tattered and torn. The flag was brought to us by one of our Vietnam members, Al Kleinsmith, who personally removed it from Fire Support Base Marianne in Vietnam when his unit was removed from Fire Support Base Marianne. Flying next to the United States flag is the POW MIA flag. It was donated to us this weekend by Commonwealth Edison Company. And I think that a lot of you will learn a little bit more about POW MIAs this weekend. The military vehicles that you have seen all over the grounds this weekend were brought to us courtesy of Mark Sunday of Kenosha Military Museum at 120th Street in Kenosha. Now, we've got some changes to make in the program. If you're following along with the program this evening, there have been a few changes. We do not have the MEPCOM All Services Color Guard. We have the Waukegan West ROTC Color Guard. The Service School Command Choir was not able to attend, but the Recruit Training Command Choir is here. And our fireworks display has been called off, unfortunately. Our guest speaker this evening is also not on the program, Senator Geo-Karis. And along with Senator Geo-Karis, also standing by the United States flag and holding a folded flag is ex-POW Ed Jarka. There have been more than 1 million American men and women killed in the line of duty since 1861. The Civil War era took 498,000 lives. The Spanish-American War, 11,000. World War I, 116,000. World War II, 406,000. Korea, 56,000, and Vietnam, over 58,000 American lives. Those courageous Americans fought and died for the strongest of all possible human motivations, the right to live free. One wonders where this country might be today if our gallant comrades had not been willing to suffer the supreme sacrifice. They did not die in vain. No American will ever have died in vain as long as our nation remains free. It is our solemn duty, and those who continue to hold the torch high, active, reserve, retired, and veteran, to preserve intact this precious freedom earned at the cost of our fellow veterans' lives. To rekindle the memories and incidences of our associations in the great wars, and to pay homage to that other great legion that did not return from the fields of battle. This is not a veterans or military event this weekend, but rather a community event honoring all present and past military Americans, whether they served in the fields of battle or not. As will be inscribed on the Illinois Vietnam Veterans Memorial, to those who died, honor and eternal rest. To those still in bondage, remembrance and hope. And to those who returned, gratitude and peace. It is with that spirit of patriotism that Lake County chapter of Viet now proudly presents this commemoration ceremony. So let the colors be presented. Our chaplain this evening also has a history that is very befitting of part of this ceremony. Father Philip Wild, who is now a priest at St. Dismas in Waukegan. Father Wild is a Vietnam veteran, a retired colonel from the Air Force, and he was in the Philippines at Clark Air Force Base, and he worked with the POWs that were returned from Vietnam. He heard their confessions, said their masses, and helped them readjust into society. Ladies and gentlemen, Father Philip Wild.
I was stationed at Da Nang from October 67 to 68, a place that was called by Bob Hope as the VC Rocket Proving Ground. We all have many memories of Vietnam, some good, many bad. But I'd just like to dwell on a good memory, memories of strong and deep faith in God. The first one may seem a little frivolous, but it did show a deep faith in the providence of God. The VC had a sacrosanct rule that they would never launch rockets on us on Sunday, when there was a full moon, or when it was daylight. The latter two because if there was a lot of light, their gunners would be very exposed after the attack. And so one Sunday night, about just before 6 o'clock, as I was watching a full moon rise and there was still an hour of daylight left, I heard the crunch of the rockets out on the flight line. And immediately after that, the sirens. But my congregation of about 150 GIs just sat there in the chapel, as though this thin plywood shell would protect them because they were in the house of God. And so I had to make them take cover. After the all clear, I did say Mass and was just finishing up when the sirens went off again, and still they sat there again until I told them to leave. But the other, a much more moving experience, took place about 5 years later when I was stationed at Clark Air Base and the prisoners of war came out of Vietnam. One of them, General Flynn, who was a Catholic, proudly showed to anyone who would look a rosary that he had made out of thread and of wadded pieces of toilet paper. But it was something that had given him strength and consolation through 7 years of hell. Chaplain Ken Israel, who was my boss and a Southern Baptist, asked the senior officers if they would like to have a religious service of Thanksgiving. And they said, yes, by all means. But we would like to plan it and conduct it. They had nothing against us chaplains, but they felt that they were the ones who were so grateful to be free again that they wanted to be the ones to tell God about it. And so we chaplains sat in the pews, and in that service was the most moving tribute to faith in God that I have ever seen.
Thank you, Father Wild. I'm very proud to be a member of Lake County Viet now. One of the reasons is because of the strength of patriotism that our members have. Two of our members especially have demonstrated that strength of patriotism just recently when one of our members, George Foster, had the idea that we should promote and build a United States monument in memory and to keep the memories alive of the POW MIAs. The other gentleman is Lonnie Wheeler, who worked so hard with George Foster so that we could build a model of the monument that George had burning in his mind. That model is on display underneath the green and white tent at the end of the wall if you would like to see that. Speaking of the wall, this wall that is behind me to my left and to my right is a half-scale replica of the Vietnam Veteran Monument of Washington, D.C. It's a photographic mural. That is, a photographer was commissioned to take the photograph of the wall. It was enlarged to half size, and then it was dry mounted on panels. And members of our Vietnam chapter, as well as other people who are very patriotic and civic-minded, pitched in their blood, sweat, and tears and helped us build the framework for that wall. Our next speaker is also a veteran from Zion, Illinois, Senator Adeline Geo-Karis.
Thank you, Commander Moser, veterans, and ladies and gentlemen. The mosquitoes remind me of the mosquitoes and the bugs and the snakes that our boys who were in Vietnam had to endure. You can imagine what they went through. The wall, all these plaques here, remind me of the souls that went ahead and fought because they believed in their United States. They remind me of young Peter Canelakes of Waukegan, Illinois, who was a friend of mine who went in the Marine Corps, was in Da Nang, was injured in Vietnam. And then when he got well, he went back into battle. And then he was burned all over his body. They shipped him, still alive, to America, and he died on the ship coming home. These are the reminders I have of Vietnam and many more. Our veterans who suffered Agent Orange, our veterans who didn't come back, and our veterans who lost their lives, their limbs rather, and some lost their minds. And you know, we have a short memory. This field should have been packed with people tonight, and I mean packed with people to recognize the Vietnam veteran contribution. And I am honored to be asked to come tonight. Now, bringing these panels cost money. I want to give a check, and I will give a check, put my money where my mouth is, to help defray the expense of transporting these panels here. And I want you all to help. Later the boys will show you where you can contribute. Let us not forget that we didn't earn our freedoms by sitting down and talking about how bad the Vietnam War was. Let's talk about how good our veterans were for a change. Let's remind the world that our boys and our girls who suffered untold hardships and the supreme sacrifice of their lives, most of them, they believed that you and I could be here tonight if they would go ahead and do their duty overseas. Otherwise, we wouldn't be enjoying the freedom we're enjoying here. But we have short memories sometimes. And because the war wasn't declared officially on Vietnam by America, one of my Vietnam friends came back after winning the Silver Star and a few Bronze Stars, and he was jeered when he got off the plane in San Francisco by a bunch of jerks because they didn't appreciate what those boys went through. Our boys who are represented here tonight and on those walls didn't run to Canada, they didn't run to Sweden to get away and save their little lives. And I hope they're very unhappy in their other countries, because those who believed in the cause of America, they went and did their duty, because right or wrong, it's our country, and that's it, as far as I'm concerned. I feel very humble. I feel very humbled to stand in front of these gentlemen from the Vietnam chapter, and all Vietnam veterans, and the Korean veterans and others, because they had experiences much less fortunate than my own. I would like to ask Rich Moser to come up. Rich, where are you? I have a little check to start the fund to pay for the bringing of all those panels. And I have a little gift in appreciation to your chapter, which I think you might find useful. I want to wish you good luck, good health, success to all the Vietnam chapter members. And just remember, folks, they were in those shoes because they believed that you and I could be here tonight. God bless all of you.
Such a pleasure to have such a patriotic person here with us this evening. In fact, I think I see well over 1,000 patriotic persons here this evening. I'm going to put this check right where it belongs, in our camouflage donation can. Mosquitoes don't seem so bad right now where I am. I hope they're not too bad where you are. If they are, just think of the movie Platoon, when the guys were on patrol, that night patrol. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present the Recruit Training Command Choir.
The jolly swag man camped beside a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he sat and waved by the billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he sat and waved by the billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jumbuck to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swag man and grabbed him with glee. And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he sat and waved it by the billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Up came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Who's a jolly jumbuck you got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he sat and waved it by the billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up jumped the swag man, jumped into the billabong. You'll never catch me alive, said he. sing Matilda with me. And he sang as he sat and waited by the billabong. You'll come along, sing Matilda with me. Away, Holloway, come Holloway together. Away, Holloway, come Holloway, Joe. Away, Holloway, come home for finer weather. Away, Holloway, come Holloway, Joe. Away, Holloway, the good ships are rolling. Away, Holloway, come Holloway, Joe. Away, Holloway, the captain is a-growling. Away, Holloway, come Holloway, Joe. Away, Holloway, I'll sing to you a Nancy. Away, Holloway, come Holloway, Joe. Away, Holloway, she suits my style and fancy. Away, Holloway, come Holloway, Joe. Away, Holloway, the sheet is now a-flowing. Away, Holloway, come Holloway, Joe. Away, Holloway, come home with me a-going. Away, Holloway, come Holloway, 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 Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Recruit Training Command Choir. And now I think you'll all be impressed once again with the 4th U.S. Army Band. I knew you would enjoy that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the United States Navy Drill Team.
Jason.
Hard time. But cut up. Huh.
What an impressive performance. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to present, for the first time ever, our 21-gun salute by Lake County, Vietnam. Before we close out the ceremony this evening, I have a couple of announcements. The wall that we have mentioned all evening is covered at night to prevent it from damage from moisture of dew and rain. But you're all welcome to visit at any time this evening or any time this weekend while it's here. It'll be here through Sunday night. Even though it'll be covered with a sheet of plastic, you can still read the names. I know I speak for the entire chapter when I say that I would like very much to see the POW MIA Living Monument become a living reality. The way we can do this is only through donations. If you'd like to see what we propose the monument to be, it's in the green and white tent at the end of the wall. We live in such a great nation. We live in a nation where when children are missing, their faces and names are put on billboards and mail cartons and milk cartons. And almost everywhere you turn, you see, have you seen this child? I've never yet seen a billboard or a carton that said, have you seen this MIA? When this nation can be so caring and so loving, why do we forget our brothers and sisters that are left in the jungles of Southeast Asia? If these were your brothers, or your husband, or your wives or sisters, I think you would care a whole lot more. We've got so many other things going on in our lives that sometimes we forget the troubles of others. There may only be a few hundred or a few dozen alive at this point. But we shall never forget them. I think they'll always be in our heart, and I think the only way that we can ever bring this country to bring our brothers and sisters home is for each and every one of us to do our part. We have, at no cost, POW-MIA stickers. I see no reason why we should have any left at the end of this weekend. You'll find them, I believe, in that green and white tent. If they're not there, I know you'll find them in the Viet Now tent. Take home a few of them. Put them on your windows at home, put them on your windows at your car, give them to your friends and relatives and have them put them on, and when they ask, what is this? Tell them what it is. When you see a little sign-up sheet at the restaurant or the neighborhood grocery store or the drugstore and it says, sign this petition to have a POW-MIA U.S. postage stamp, sign it. These men fought, and let's hope not died, for our country. Let's not leave them there. In closing this evening, I would like to read a letter from a book called Dear America, Letters Home from Vietnam. It hurts so much sometimes to see the paper full of demonstrators, especially people burning the flag. Quote, fight fire with fire. We ask here, display the flag, Mom and Dad, please, every day. And tell your friends to do the same. It means so much to us to know that we're supported. To know not everyone feels we're making a mistake being here. Every day we see more and more why we are here. When a whole Montagnard village comes in after being bombed and terrorized by Charlie, you know. These are helpless people dying every day. The worst of it is the children. Little baby Sans being brutally maimed and killed. Papa San comes in with his 3 babies. One boy is dead, fini. But he keeps talking to the baby as if that will make him come alive again. It's enough to break your heart. And through it all, you feel something's missing. There, you put your finger on it. There's not a sound from them. The children don't cry from pain. The parents don't cry from sorrow. They're stoic. No, nobody can't tell me we don't belong here. I think it's important to have a sense of purpose in what we do, past and present. And I will do everything I can to promote that sense of purpose, to foster patriotism and encourage that same sense of camaraderie that we all felt when we were all in the service. We have the military represented here, past and present. We have a lot of people here who have felt like they've been in the military because they married us. And we probably put them through the same kind of hell that we were put through. One of our members' wives has a pin on her chest that he bought for her in Washington, D.C., honoring his wife. It's a medal. I don't mean to call it a pin. It's a medal, a red, white, and blue ribbon with a medal hanging onto it. This is my wife, and to her I owe my life. I'm glad to see that we have so many people here this evening, and as Senator Geo-Karis said, I'm surprised that this field isn't full, but I know that it is full of love for our country and is full of patriotism. Before we leave tonight, I would like to thank the United States Army Band, the Waukegan West ROTC Color Guard, the Recruit Training Command Choir, and the U.S. Navy Drill Team. I'd also like to thank our guests, ex-POW Ed Jarka, Senator Adeline Geo-Karis, Father Philip Wild, and our first-time performance of the 21-gun salute by Lake County Viet. As we finish this evening, we have one final performance from the 4th U.S. Army Band. Before everybody takes off for the rest of the frolic and enjoyment of the evening here at the festival, I'd like to ask you all for a moment of silence as we remember our brothers in Southeast Asia.
Anyone who has a bracelet, please put it high.
All bracelets, please put them high if you've got a bracelet.
Amen. Please find the POWMIA flags and take them home with you, or find the U.S. flags or POWMIA flags, and you may put them in the wall. We have special slots allotted that we built into the wall so that you can fly the flag any section of the wall that you like to. There are a couple of changes on tomorrow's program. There's a pancake breakfast at 7 a.m. by the Gurnee Legion Auxiliary. It's listed in the program as 8 o'clock. It begins at 7. We also have a martial arts performance tomorrow. The other thing that's not listed in the program is the fact that the carnival rides are unlimited rides from 1 till 5 p.m. for $6. That's not in the program, not listed in the program as scheduled for tomorrow, but it is on for tomorrow. You'll find music performances tomorrow that includes rhythm and blues music, heavy metal, country rock, variety band, and 60s music. So we've got quite a bit of entertainment lined up for you tomorrow. When you go home tonight, please tell your friends, your relatives, and your neighbors what a good time you had, and have them come out here as well. We'd like to see everybody come out here. Want to see everybody have a good year.